welcome to day 3 of our vlog series. It is Monday the 8th of September and today we are heading to Volcano Bay. It is just gone 9 o'clock. I've been up since 6:30, but I think it takes about roughly an hour to get there and it opens at 10, so I'm like, come on guys, let's go. But yes, so I've got my swimming costume on, I've got a skirt on, and I've got some flip-flops. I've got my bag as well, everything in it that I need. It's going to be overcast all day and then rain from 5, but it's fine because it closes at 5 anyway. But it's just as cloudy all day. And looking outside, it looks like there is some sun, so I reckon it'll be sunny and cloudy. As long as it's not raining, then it should be fine. And then once we've done that, we'll head back here, have a quick wash, change, and then we're gonna go to Old Town Kissimmee for dinner and then hopefully another early night. So come along for the ride. Oh, there's a little squirrel over there. God, it's gone now, but I find that the squirrels here are very skinny, very small. Unless we just have very fat squirrels in the UK. So just quickly, I've changed the mic cover on this to the standard one, so I don't know if the sound quality is different, but obviously this one's waterproof, so I'm hoping to take you on a few rides and into the water, so I had to change the mic cover. So hopefully the sound isn't too different. Obviously I don't know what the difference is going to be, but yes. So yes, this is the outfit. I'm going to go for a quick emergency wee and then we're going to make a move.
You should really put on some sunscreen.
Oh, I hate sand. Doing this one. Stairs were a lot. Breath. Whew. There are beautiful Hogwarts. Where? Oh yeah. See Hogwarts somewhere there. So we did the green one, but then you can't take any cameras on, so I just moved back up to go and get the camera. And then we're going to have a little bit of a break before we go and do the other one. But Amy got some footage on her phone, because we can take your phones on apparently. But I left my phone in the locker. I thought you could take them on, but I'm wrong. I guess because you've got to hold on and whatnot. But yeah, it's not too bad. Just getting my steps up. Shame I haven't got my Apple Watch on, because these step lists we got count for nothing. But this one looks fun. Definitely don't think I'll be able to have this on here. So then we're going to explore for a bit. I might be able to take on the Lazy River, don't see why not. And then
watch out for their blowholes. They may get you wet.
I'll have to put you back in the locker, put you in the locker and take my phone out, because I can probably get some footage on my phone, which is annoying because I was kind of hoping to get all my footage on here, but I guess it is hard, because I think Universal you can't actually film any of their rides in the parks, where Disney I think you can. I might be wrong there too. So we'll just have to see. I can get away with my phone more than I can get away with this. So, but yeah, that's a shame. Thought I'd be able to film us going down. And then walking back up, I got stuck behind 2 really slow people. It's loads of steps, so I'm not like blaming them, but at the same time I'm like, oh, can I just run up and grab you and come back down? But I'm back at the bottom now, so it's going to be up with the others. It's quite nice and quiet here today, isn't it? Just got some food. I got the lava chicken, which looked really nice, and Mum got the hulu chicken, and these two got the long board margarita pizzas. Starving. On the Lazy River, Amy and Brandon have headed straight off. Mum couldn't get in, so I was waiting with her, but she still couldn't get in it, so she thinks she should be able to be in it now, but she's a bit further behind me. We've just eaten, so I thought let's do this one, because it's a bit more chill. We're all together, we went around again, and we all held on, and then I just let go and pushed myself off. quite nice. I don't know if this is all a bit blurry because obviously I've got the case on. But at least you can kind of get a gist of what we're doing. There we go, back there. It's really hard to see as well, like what you guys can see. Oh god, this is chaos. God, I can't get the camera to fit on the inside. We're on the more intense lazy river. Where's my mum? She's there. I quite like it. I think this is quite fun. We're going so fast. Should have got a medium.
I picked a larger.
Look, we're back at the beginning.
I'll go round one more time.
One more time. Get close. Oh my god! I'm hooked on! Ow! I know! They're like the vampires in Twilight. Them two are messing about with each other. Oh! God. In here, so rather than you saying waiting in the queue, get given these like tapu bands. So we marked for one that was a 90-minute wait. Everything else is a ride on, but it's 50-minute wait. So we got our time to come up, and then all of a sudden it was like ride closed, your ride delay. So it looks like it's been paused. So I'm not really sure what's happening. Jesus Christ!
I've seen your face when you come down.
We're currently just chilling. Just going to get a bit, try and dry off a bit before we start to head back. Amy and Brandon just went and got some blue raspberry. They're ices.
It's like
It's ICEE and a double E. We did one of the green tubes that go down the volcano. They've got the main one that like goes straight down. I'm not strong enough for that one. It's red, but there's a green one. There's a green and blue one, but the blue one was out. Did it, not realising that was one that also like you go into the tube and then like the floor drops underneath you and you like drop down. And obviously I'm not good with heights or tunnels and things like that. So it took us all a bit of a while to actually do it. I think we let about 10 people go in front of us before we said no. We was like, no, we're not doing it. We'll back down down one flight. Yeah, okay, we'll do it. Back up. Amy went first, then me. I started panicking. I got in, then I got out. I was like, I've got to do it because Amy's done it. Yeah, I did it, but that was horrible. At least I can say that I've done a water ride that drops underneath you. So, cheers. We've just left, just heading back to the car now. We have to pick up a bus to take us to the car park. We're parked in Spider-Man section. I feel a bit tired. We'll go back to the villa and then get changed, and then we're gonna head out, well, have a shower, get changed, and then head to Old Town Kissimmee, which I'm a little bit excited for, but at the same time, because I feel quite tired, I feel like we're all gonna really struggle to go back to the villa and like not like want to stay, so we just gotta keep pushing on. So just heading back to the car now.
Hey guys, just jumping in. While I was editing this video, I didn't realise that I had a feeling that I hadn't filmed much of this vlog because it was very hit and miss. I think being at a water park, you can't really film much, and I then couldn't film on my camera, so I was filming on my phone, but obviously in those like waterproof pouches, it's a bit hard to film, and I didn't realise just how hit and miss, and obviously this vlog's really short, so I just wanted to explain a bit more about my day, like about the day and how it was. I did end up just putting my camera into the locker and just getting my phone out. I didn't film anything else on my camera until we left, just because I just thought, you know what, why am I going to keep going back and forth? I probably could have taken it on the lazy river. Ultimately I didn't, I just took my phone. But after we did the ride where basically we got to the top, went to get in it, and they said, oh, no GoPros. I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, can I just leave it here and I'll come back up for it? Fine, which I did. And then on the way back we said, I decided that I was just going to leave it in the locker, so we did that, and then we went and got some food. I had the lava chicken sandwich. Now the park was very quiet on this day. Very lucky. I think we were very lucky with the time of year that we actually went to Disney in general, I think, and Universal, because it was very quiet. Saying that, I found a quick service food order to be a very long, like I felt like it took a long time for us to get even served and then get the food. Amy and Brandon ultimately got the pizza, which you saw, and that was a different queue, and I think they got those really quickly, so by the time we then sat down with our food, they'd basically finished. But the food was good, I can't fault that, but I was quite shocked by how slow it was. But yes, I got the lava chicken sandwich. It was very nice. They had fresh jalapenos in it, which aren't my favourite. I prefer like a pickled or a pickled jalapeno, I guess. Is that the only other version? I might be wrong. But it was fresh and they were good, but they're not my favourite. And some of it got caught on my face, and I don't know if you noticed that in the lazy river I had a red mark on my face, and that was from the jalapeno. That was it, literally, I could feel the heat on my face. And then once we'd eaten, we then got in the lazy river. We also did the more intense lazy river, which was fun, but that's when you have to wear the life jackets. Because it was quiet, it was easy for us to find like an inflatable on the more calmer lazy river. I love the lazy river, like love it. My first really love for lazy rivers was in Siam Park, Tenerife in 2015. So when I went last year, I was very much like, can't wait for the lazy river, I was so excited, and I found it very disappointing last year. I don't know if they had it turned down or if that's just how it was before, and I just preferred it when I was 15, I don't know. But I literally, without me or Holly adding manual, I don't know what I'm looking for here, but sometimes we'd have to push ourselves along because we wouldn't be going anywhere. We'd have to use our legs, which, yes, oh my god, so you have to use your legs. I'm on holiday, I don't want to use my legs. But in the lazy river at Volcano Bay, yes, exactly the kind of rapids I want, to be pushed along. I don't have to get out the ring, the donut, the inflatable. I can just sit there and I can just chill. Amy and Brandon kind of went off, and then I stayed with Mum, and then I went off for a bit, and then we all caught up, and then we held on to each other, and then we all split up again. Like, we kind of just went round before we went into the other one. We just hopped in and out. It was very quiet. That all the rides were ride-ons apart from one. Now you get given a tapu band, which you can see, and essentially if the park was busy and you wanted to get on a ride, rather than standing there and queuing for a ride, you tap your band and then it puts you in the virtual queue. You can only queue for one ride at a time, as if you were in the queue. You can only ride for one ride at a time. Once your time's up, you go up there, you tap your band as you enter the thing, so that it knows you've arrived, and then you can then go for another ride afterwards. We only had to use it twice, and it was on the Krakatoa ride. We ultimately had to queue 90 minutes for it, and then by the time it said, oh, ride now, you're ready to ride now, it went down. I don't know why it went down, literally as we got there. We think we waited about 10-15 minutes before they actually finally let us get into the queue and get on it. It was quite a fun ride. Like, it also went into the volcano, we got to it was fun, I really liked it. Yeah, but we were just like riding, we were going on all of them, they're all ride now, so you can you tap as you enter, not that you don't have to tap the queue one, but you have to tap to enter it, I think. I can't remember. And then yeah, we just rode all the rides. It was really, I mean, I preferred it to Typhoon Lagoon. Now, I didn't do much in Typhoon Lagoon, which you will see in a few episodes' time, but I did prefer Volcano Bay. I thought it was more
like, I can't think of how to explain it. It was like the Thorpe Park to, like, it was like the Thorpe Park to our Chessington. Like, it was like where Chessington's more for like younger kids, and like Thorpe Park's for the older kids. That's what it kind of felt like. Volcano Bay was more for the older kids, Typhoon Lagoon's for the younger kids. So we just wandered around, just ride, like just getting on different slides. We had already been in the lagoon. That was actually the first place that we went to when we first arrived. We found ourselves a little location, a little spot by the lagoon, and then we had a little swim before we actually went to the ride, where I then couldn't take my camera on. I think once we'd done the ride that we had to wait 90 minutes for, Mum then kind of just went back and sat in the lounge room. We tapped our bands for, I can't think what it was called, but it was like the races. There's usually like 2 different colours in it you can race down. I didn't realise that it was one where you get into the tube and the floor drops underneath you. I knew that the red one that shoots straight down the volcano was. I didn't realise that the 2 at the side, which were green and blue, were also like that, but just less intense than the red one. I don't like heights. I struggle with tunnels. So I love roller coasters. I can go high on a roller coaster. Heights don't seem to bother me, but obviously heights do bother me in other circumstances, and it really does get like triggered at water parks. So, and especially because I'm scared of tunnels, I think it all just kind of like gets what's the word I'm looking for? Not triggered, but like everything kind of gets heightened. So I've always struggled at water parks for that reason. I guess if you just like, yeah. So it was, yeah, a nightmare. Didn't realise it. Got to the top. Thought I said no, not doing it. Went down like a flight of stairs before we went back up. Then we went down. Then we let back 10 people go so that I could watch them go. And then even Amy and Brandon were like, no. Ultimately, Amy did it. It's that thing of like once one person does it, you kind of have to do it now. Like you can't now chicken out, because like even if the other person's done it, you have to do it. Amy went first, and then I went second, and I'm starting to now really freak out and panic. And I stepped into the tube, and I stepped back out of the tube, and I could feel myself getting a bit emotional. But I was like, no, you're better than this. I got back into the tunnel, and I did it. And then Brandon did it after me. So yes. But you know what? I really love Volcano Bay, and I would go back. I thought it was really good. We did park in Spider-Man, which I mentioned, which was multi-story. All of the car parks, apart from Epic is the only park that's separate because it's not with the others, but the other ones are kind of like in the same complex. So you all kind of head to the same spot for parking. And Volcano Bay has like 2 separate lines that you go to, and then you then head out, and then there's a certain car parks. I think you can park in those car parks as like an overflow for the 2 main parks. But you have to park in those car parks of Volcano Bay because that's where the buses are to take you to Volcano Bay. If you parked in the other car park, there is like I think you can get there, but you have to like walk or what to get the buses that you need. So very easy, very quick and easy. Obviously it was quiet when we went, so I don't know what it'd be like when there's hundreds and thousands of people all heading to the same place at the same time, but it was we found it very easy. We had after the big drop ride, after the big drop slide, me and Amy I think went into the lagoon for a bit. We had a blue Fanta slushie to drink, which was really nice and refreshing, and then that's when we decided that we had had enough. And I think it was starting to get in. I can't remember how close it was to closing. I might have mentioned that, but yeah, we got all our stuff and we headed out. But yeah, I loved it. I thought it was really good fun. Shame that we can't film even with like waterproof cameras, but obviously it must be for security reasons. I'm not going to have a go at them about it. Apologies for the clips that I did get on my phone. They're very like jumpy and like there's not really much happening. Obviously I think sometimes you try to film things, but like when they get wet it like stops recording, or you end up taking, especially in being in those pouches, you can't quite see everything of what is on the screen because it gets a bit foggy in there. And mine isn't like 100% waterproof, so like water gets in kind of thing. Not much, but just like a little bit. And then in the evening we did Old Town Kissimmee, which when you're on holiday you kind of forget that like what like weekdays still happen. Like you think, oh yeah, we'll do that day, it'll be fun. It was a Monday, so it was very quiet. They have a lot of like classic car meets. I think they were supposed to be having a bike meet on the Wednesday. We unfortunately just picked the wrong day. But hey,
at least we can say we went. It was still beautiful to see all the retro vibes and all the retro different things. Would have been nice if we'd gone on a busier day and actually maybe seen like some of the classic car meets or whatnot. We also was meant to go for like the World Trucks, but we couldn't find it. Turns out it's across the road, the World Truck, so we did go find a restaurant that we ultimately decided to eat in, and it was still really good. It was just very quiet and there was a big portion that we really struggled with it, but it was still really good and I would go back. I would just be more cautious of the day I choose to go. But yes, so I will now send you back to normal programming, which is the vlog.
So we're now at Old Town. That's quite cute. We'll just have a little bit of a walk around and just see if there's anything takes our fancy food wise, and just see. It seems really quiet. I know it's only a Monday night. Oh no, I thought there was something going on today, but it's not. It's just Monday night. It's just going to be quiet, and we'll just see what happens. It's very quiet. I mean, it's a Monday night. We went in the general store and I got a mini like Florida license plate, and it had my name on it. Now, nothing ever has April on it. Nothing ever has my name on it. And this had my name on it, and I thought, I kind of have to get it. So I got it as a little keepsake, little memory. But yeah, I think we do need to pick somewhere to eat, but obviously everywhere's empty. So it's like that thing of like, well, where's empty? How do I know that it's good? Like on a busy night, if everyone's in one place, then you know it's good. If no one's in somewhere, then you know it's not so good. But when it's just quiet, it's like, well, I've got to try and make the guess myself. House, the Morton Manor. People, do you think that's people actually screaming, or that's just sound effects?
I think it's just sound effects.
I thought this old-fashioned like. Does stuff even work? I don't know. Oh, we found the Labubus. Look, Labubus.
I think it's just tomato ketchup.
And that's Amy's. Your mum's still waiting for us. We got shrimp penne pasta. I think Amy got this like shrimp in like a garlic sauce with a side of mashed potatoes with cheese and bacon, and Brad got this like chicken with like mozzarella and like tomato sauce on it and some fries as his side. So I'll show you that when it comes.
Back at the villa now. The portions were massive in that place. It was delicious. So we have left a bit of Big Brown and brought his chicken back with him. But yeah, we're gonna go to bed now. It is 10 to 10. We've got a very early start in the morning because we've got a dining reservation at Crystal Palace in Magic Kingdom. Apologies guys if this video is a bit, I don't even know what it's gonna look like, because obviously I had to film it on my camera with using the pouch that I put the camera in to keep it dry, and obviously I don't know what the sound's gonna be like because I've got this mic on which I need to change, and then also I've already tried to look at some of the footage that I've done on my phone, and rather than taking a video it looks like I must have switched back or whatever and I've taken a picture, so I don't even know what clips I've got, if there's anything useful, so I don't know, but apologies anyway if it's not good. But yes, so thank you for watching, and I shall see you next week with tomorrow's vlog, which is Magic Kingdom. It's a 12-hour day, very exciting things happening, so I will see you in the next video. Good night.